Hey guys, how's it going? Just thought I'd do a quick video review here of Transformers Generations Hoist. And as you can see, just like all the other recent Generations figures, he comes packaged with a comic book. And here we have him transformed into robot mode in the packaging. Go ahead and turn the package around here. We got some more standard packaging stuff on the back. We've got a photo of him in both modes. We got his tech specs and we got a little blurb about him. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and pause here and get him out of the box, get him transformed into vehicle mode, and we'll see what he's like. Okay guys, here I have Hoist out of his package and transformed into vehicle mode. But before I get into the toy proper, I'm going to talk a little bit about the comic book that he comes with first. Now I really enjoyed reading this. I also really enjoyed the artwork style in here. It's a good mixture of kind of the classic and modern, the classic Marvel in the modern IDW look. I really like the way the artwork looked in this. I think they did a great job. There's a lot of humor in here, good characterization of a number of the Autobots. Really nice comic book to read. I'm glad they included it. The ending's a little bit somber, but I'm sure Hoist gets rescued no problem. So that's pretty much it as far as what I got to say about the comic. It's a good read. Anyway, on to the toy itself now. He fits in well with his little buddy there, Trailbreaker, but of course I have G1 Hoist next to him just for a comparison. I'll compare him with his G1 self first. And I think they both look pretty good in truck mode. Now I do like the way G1 Hoist looks a bit better. He's a more classic look. As far as coloring goes, they're slightly different shades. The modern classics one, he's a little bit brighter than the G1 Hoist, but you know, there's some similarities. One thing I wish they had done on the modern Hoist is, as you can see on the original G1 figure, the stripes go all the way from the front to the back. They could have done a little bit more paint apps on this guy. They could have went, you know, maybe done the stripe here and here or something like that. I mean, that would have been kind of a nice thing if they had done it. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, kind of a minor gripe. Go ahead and just, you know, they're roughly the same size. Obviously, G1 Hoist is a little bit taller. But as far as width goes, and that's another thing I don't really like about this figure, his tow hook pops off real easy. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but, you know, such is life. Anyway, they're pretty much the same length and the same width, but height-wise, like I said, G1 Hoist is a little bit bigger. Let me go ahead and get him out of the way. And I'll put him next to his friend here, Trailbreaker. And obviously they're pretty much the same since they're the same mold. Now, one fun thing that Hoist can do is he can actually tow Trailbreaker, as you can see. And that is pretty neat. He can just, yeah, just tow him around like, oh no, he's broke down, and he can just tow him. Pretty cool. Overall, like I said, I do like his vehicle mode. Not quite as well as G1 Hoist, but still fairly well. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up the vehicle mode. I'll be back to conclude with robot mode. Okay, here I've got him transformed into his robot mode, and I got him next to his buddy Trailbreaker there. And honestly, I have to say, I think the two of them look absolutely great together. Just wonderful, really. I'm really digging this. Anyway, I just got him there with Trailbreaker for a comparison, and I'll go ahead and just real quick here. Get him in with his G1 self here. As you can see, he's a little bit taller than G1 Hoist. He's a little bit taller than his G1 self. The only thing I don't really like about the newer figure is the fact that he doesn't have a hand cannon, and he also doesn't have those the back piece. I really like the back piece on G1 Hoist, and I kind of wish this guy had the rear fin back piece. That would be a really nice touch. I mean, other than that, His robot mode looks great, but those are, you know, a few minor gripes I have. Just if they could make him look a little more G1-ish, that would have been nice. Anyway, his articulation is, of course, identical to that of Trailbreaker, which is bend at the knee, does not rotate the knee, but he rotates the top of the leg. Forward, back, in, out. Does have waist rotation. Full rotation at the shoulder, of course. In and out at the shoulder. Rotates at the elbow. Bends at the elbow. His hand goes in a little bit, and his head it can rotate. Doesn't really look up and down, but he's got good posability. Real easy to pull him. I do like his weapon a little bit better than Trailbreaker, because it actually looks a little bit more like an actual weapon. Although I do like Trailbreaker's, the way it can mount on his back and make him look very G1-esque. So, yeah, but like I said, overall, this guy, I would rate him as a very good figure. Do you have to have him in your collection? No. He's not essential, especially if you have Trailbreaker. But he is quite good. I would recommend picking him up. If you're a G1 fan or if you like Hoist or whatever, he's definitely worth getting. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this whole thing up. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.